Hi everybody, this is Julia, and this is my first video log ever, so bear with me because I have no idea what I'm doing other than I guess I talk, and that I'm not very good at talking, so like I said, bear with me. What I'm going to talk about is AWA. I went last weekend. It was a lot of fun. It was the biggest con I've ever been to. MTAC here in Tennessee is only about 4,000 people. AWA is about 10,000 people, so that's over double the people. But amazingly, I guess since there's so much more space there, it didn't seem as crowded, which I loved, because there's so much space, so much more to do. Better cosplayers, better art. I mean, not saying that MTAC's horrible. MTAC, I have a lot of fun. This is my first con ever. But, you know, the bigger one I had a lot more fun at. Even though there were a whole lot more people. But like I said, it didn't seem like there was that many people. And even though there's so much fun at cons, of course, every con you're going to have your down points. Our down points, I only had like two. One was that some of our stuff got stolen from my group, but the amount that got stolen from me wasn't that much. It was under $20. Guess I wasn't supposed to have it, I guess. And then the other one was just frustrating thing that happened. Like, I drew a drawing for Vic, Magnolia. So Saturday he had his signing panel, and I went and waited in line. The Orin panel had ran over a little bit, so I got there like just in the nick of time to make it in the line and everything. Well, when I was waiting in line I waited a few minutes, the staff comes up to me and says, sorry, you know, you guys are going to have to go behind this point. And I was behind the point, so they were like, well, can't get a signing from him today, but there will be more chances later today or tomorrow. And so I was like, okay, you know, I'll just wait. So I went to his panel later that day. You know how panels go. You raise your hand, you ask a question, the person doing the panel answers it and talks and stuff. And so I raised my hand and let him know that I do have a present for him. And so he's like, okay, after this panel, I'll let you give it to me because we don't want to waste time when others can be getting their questions answered. And I was like, yeah, I totally understand that. So after the panel, I ran up there as fast as I could. But being the little person I am, I got ran over by all the other fans that were wanting signatures and stuff like that. And then by the time, you know, I got near him, all the stuff was like, bye everybody, he's got to go eat, which I was like, okay, you know, because he had his mom and his girlfriend there, and they were trying to go eat. So I was like, I'm not going to be rude and just go and, you know, fangirl over, you know, give him the stuff. I mean, I'm like, I'll have another chance tomorrow, so I'm not gonna, I had the chance, but I'm not gonna be up there and be rude. I mean, I wouldn't want people attacking me constantly. And that was the last chance for Saturday. And I asked some of the staff members later, I was like, okay, is he gonna be signing any later Saturday? And they were like, no, but Sunday he'll have a panel and the closing ceremony. So if you don't get him by then, we will make sure you get to see him so that you can give him your thing. I was like, okay. And so Sunday comes along. I go to his panel. After his panel, he does this surprise signing thing. I was like, oh, okay, cool. Well, everyone, of course, stampedes over there to get a signature. And I got there in decent time with everyone else. It was a huge line already once I got in it. Well, we were waiting there for about 30 minutes. And then staff comes up, like, right in front of me again, and goes, sorry, bye-bye, no signature for you. And I was like, okay, this really sucks. This is, like, my last chance. And so I go over near the front of his table and, you know, go to ask one of the staffs, can I please just give it to him. I don't care if I get a picture or anything. I already have a signature from him from, like, 2006. So I don't care about signature, picture. I just want to give it to him now. After all these hours of work and waiting in line, I want to let him at least have it. And they were like, sorry, you would have to wait in line. I'm like, but I did, and you guys cut me out. They're like, well, sorry then, you know, we can't do anything then. We can't even let you run up and give it to him, which made me really upset. And I just stood there, though, because I'm like, after all that, I'm not going to just go and give up. one of the people I met in his panel earlier that day, dressed up as Mori from Oren, turned out to be one of his friends and lives in the same city as him in Houston, and which really surprised me. I mean, it's funny how you meet someone and you have no idea. She had seen my drawing earlier that day in the panel, and I told her that, yeah, I'm trying to give it to Vic. Well, she came up to me all excited and stuff and was like, oh, did you get to give it to him? And I was like, no, I didn't get to. They kicked me out of line and then told me I couldn't even give it to them. So she got a little upset about that, and she grabbed my arm and pulled me behind, snuck me behind the security guards. And when she was saying goodbye to Vic, and then she whispered in his ear, you know, can you get this girl, she has a present for you, she's been trying to get it to you all weekend. And he, of course, was like, oh yeah, and I finally gave it to him. I started crying because of all that frustration of trying to get it to him the whole weekend and not being able to, thinking that I'm not going to get it to him. Just was too much. And so then in the pictures with him, I'm crying, and I feel really embarrassed about that because I didn't want to cry. I wanted to be all happy and smiling. So one of my friends got a video of it too. So, but still, I am happy I got to him, and I'm so thankful to that girl because without her, I probably wouldn't have gotten it to him. It turned out fine in the end, so that really wasn't that bad. It was just frustrating. And then, let's see, my cosplays that I did, I was Ash Ketchum from Pokemon, his original costume. I don't like the newer ones, I like the older ones. And Haruhi Fujioka from Ouran High School Host Club. The summer outfit, so I had the little summer sweater on and stuff, which is what I took the picture with Vic in, because he plays Tamaki Senpai, so I was like, you know, why not? So that's what I figured on doing. And the Ash one, 4 kids took my picture. They put some weird bubble over my head when I took the picture. I have no idea what it says, so but if anyone sees me in a magazine or online or something for four kids, let me know, because I want to know what the heck they were taking my picture for exactly, other than they were getting people that were dressing up from their series. But I thought that was kind of neat, you know, to get my picture done. I mean, if it ends up in a magazine, that would be the second time I've been in a magazine for cosplay, because a couple of years ago I was featured in a new type, which surprised me. I didn't know until a couple months ago, which had been like a whole year from when it was taken, so that surprised me, but it made me really happy too. But yeah, with the Ash, I was constantly getting pictures taken of. I couldn't even get through the door. I really loved doing it. I'll probably do it again. And of course my Haruhi I do every year since last year, because I love Haruhi as a character. I love the series, and I have like every outfit that she wears pretty much, so that, you know, I'll definitely do her again. But Ash, like I said, was so much fun. He did get that cosplay did get a lot of attention because it's someone that everyone knows. I'm not so much one for attention, but it's fun at cons because everyone there you can talk, at least I can talk to, because I have something big in common with them. Because anime is a lot of what I do. I draw a lot, so. Oh yeah, we didn't get a hotel this time because part of our group would not pay them their share, so we were like, okay, we're not getting a hotel, I guess. So we slept in a car, and me being the only girl there with like tons of guys, very awkward. One of the guys that were driving bailed on the group that he was driving, so we had to drive that group too in our car. Our car only fits 5 people. We had to fit like 6 or 7, and so I was stuffed with at least 3 guys in the back, which was very uncomfortable for a 3-hour ride. That was, I guess, another somewhat bad thing, but it wasn't really horrible. I mean, we saved money, I guess, and you probably aren't technically supposed to sleep in the parking lot in the car for the con, but hopefully next time we can get a hotel, because I'd rather have a hotel. I'm hoping to go to more cons now. This is my 2nd different con, 4th con ever. And so I would like to make it, I'm hoping to make it to Austin, Texas next, because one of my best friends live down there, and I would like to see her again. If any of you are planning on going to IkiCon, let me know, and we can try to see each other, I guess. But I guess this will be it for my first video blog. So I'll see you all later. Thanks for watching. See ya.